Wiper, part of the Community Economic and Social Development Department at Algoma University. I'm here today as an uninvited guest on these beautiful lands, otherwise known as Bawating, home of the Anishinaabe Nation. I'd like to present the Building Resilience Through Food Literacy video project to you today because food is such an important part of our identities, our language, our culture, our rituals, and the students have been lucky enough and excited to share their recipes and their traditional foods with you, in part as part of our understanding and vision of Chishimwok's idea of cross-cultural learning here at the university. Related to the importance of food, I'd also like to talk about this project in relation to Slow Food in Canada and Slow Food's motto of good, clean, and fair, that our foods are good for us spiritually, culturally, nutritionally, that they are clean, so we grow them in ways that are ecologically and environmentally sound, and in ways that are fair, so they are just in terms of economic, cultural, and environmental justice. I'd like to also take a minute to thank everybody who has been involved and supportive in this project. Thank you to Algoma University's Communications and Marketing Department, to the International Affairs and Experiential Learning Department, to our partners in the Lake Superior Living Lab Network, and our partners at Savonia University of Applied Science in Finland, who are part of the U-Arctic network that we're involved in. The students are so excited to share their videos and their cultural knowledge with you. I hope you enjoy them.
Hello everybody, my name is Kirsi and I am participating in this project from Finland. I study hospitality and tourism management in Kuopio in Savonia University of Applied Sciences. Kuopio is also my hometown and it is situated in Lakeland area of Finland. The historical base of Finnish food culture are the ingredients collected from nature like fish, game, berries and mushroom. Our northern location, large number of lakes, long and cold winter and a short period of growing season have determined the ingredients available during different seasons and the possibilities to store them. Although harsh nature conditions set some limitations for agriculture, they give some positive sides too. The winter destroys many pests and fungi, so the use of pest control and plant protectants can be minimized. Our short summer with midnight sun offers a lot of light for the plants and gives extra sweetness for the berries and fruits. We grow many oats, barley, rye and wheat. Use of rye in baking is typical for our food culture. Rye bread baked in root is a cultural and nutritional cornerstone for Finns, and it was voted Finland's national food in 2017. The special leaven sourdough gives a bit sour taste to the bread. Further north we go, more uncertain it is to harvest crop from grain. In northern Finland, meat and milk production based on forage growing is more secure for way to produce food. We Finns like to drink a lot of milk, approximately 102 liters per person in a year. Potato needs to be mentioned when we talk about Finnish food culture. Potato came to Finland almost 300 years ago, and it has been the base of our everyday food. For me, the first new potatoes with smoked fish at the beginning of June are a start of a food fiesta of the summer. The original Finnish traditional food has been made from the ingredients we could grow in our fields and collect from the nature. Historically, our geographical location between east and west can be seen in how we prepare the food from these ingredients. The Slavic culture originating from Russia and the Western Germanic culture arriving through Sweden divided Finland to two different food culture areas. The Eastern influence can be seen as a use of fresh, weekly baked soft bread, baking of different pies, like Karelian pies, and slow stewing of food in ovens. The Western culture favored soups and hard, flat bread which was baked only a couple of times a year. Today, our modern food culture is based on freshness, authenticity, purity, and simplicity, and we utilize our understanding of nature, responsibility, safety, and high-quality knowledge in technology when cooking and baking modern Finnish delicacies. I have been raised in a very strong Eastern food culture in eastern part of Finland. That's why the traditional food I chose for this project are the Karelian pies, which I have baked all my life in my family, and so have done the generations before me. Although these pies originate from East, they have spread all over Finland. After Second World War, we had to cede to Soviet Union large areas from eastern part of Finland, and as a consequence, we had 420,000 refugees from these areas who needed to be settled in other parts of our country. The reputation of Karelian pies spread to whole country with these refugees. These pies are still extremely popular. You can buy them everywhere from bakeries or supermarkets. They are everyday snacks for students, but on the other hand, important part in family celebration buffet tables. So it is still a strongly viable traditional food. Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to bake some Karelian pies here at the school kitchen in Kuopio. I normally bake these with my family, either with my sisters or with my children. So it's some kind of family thing for us, but it's also from one generation to another thing. But today I'm going to do it by myself here. We start first with the filling of the pies. The pies can be filled with oats, rice or potato porridge. Today we are using rice. You need rice, full cream milk, salt and water. Put 5 deciliter water and 3 deciliter rice to a pot and cook until the rice has absorbed the water. It takes 5 to 10 minutes. The rice must be a thickening type of rice, so you get a thick porridge. Add 1.5 liter milk gradually and stir your cooking. It takes an hour to cook the porridge. If you are using a normal pot, you have to stir your cooking regularly, otherwise it will burn to the bottom of the pot. In a stew pot, you don't have this problem and you can make other preparations while the porridge is simmering. Finally, add salt, and take your porridge to cool. While the porridge is coming, we have time to make the pastry. We need wheat flour, rye flour, melted butter, salt and water. Take 5 deciliter of cold water and mix 1 tablespoon of salt to it. Then mix 4 deciliter of wheat flour. Next, add 9 deciliter of rye flour and 2 tablespoons of melted butter. The final mixing needs to be done with the hand. You might need more or less flour. The dough must be quite stiff. Now we have the porridge and the dough ready. Let's put them together. First, we make from the dough a ½ centimeter thick layer. Remember to use flour, otherwise it gets stuck on the baking table. Then press with a glass round pieces of the layer. We have special type of rollers for baking of these shells. Here I have 3 different type of rollers, and I have my own favorite, which I always use. The round piece of dough is taken on the flour. Then you start to roll with the roller this piece. I would like to end with a round 1 millimeter thin disc. This is the part in the baking which requires some training. Set the discs in front of you on the table and put the filling, our porridge, on the top of the disc and spread it with a knife with some egg on it. Now we will close the pie. The edges of a disc are folded over the filling with thumb and forefinger. Every baker has a personal style. Here my teacher Hanna shows her style, which is a bit different from mine. These pies need a hot oven. The electric ovens normally gives maximum 300 Celsius heat, and we are using this temperature. At home, I prefer to bake these in a wood-heated oven if possible. You get more heat there, and the bottom bakes nicely there. It takes around 10 to 15 minutes for pies to be ready. Check the bottom. There should be some browning there also. Grease the pies immediately after baking with a mix of melted butter and hot water, and then let them rest for a while. Egg butter is the most popular addition with these pies, and it was created on austerity era in Finland. There was lack of butter, and it was replaced with eggs, which were often collected from wild bird nests. Well, that is nowadays of course forbidden, so we use chicken eggs. We cook a couple of eggs hard-boiled. Let them cool in a cold water after cooking. Cooled eggs are peeled, chopped and mixed with 100 gram room temperature warm butter. If you want to make this a bit lighter, you can add some cottage cheese on it too. Add a 1/4 teaspoon salt and some parsley, and it's ready. Salted raw marinated fish like salmon or whitefish is very popular in Finland. Also smoked fish works very well with Karelian pies. Today we prepare salted raw marinated whitefish. You need some sugar, salt, dill and a fillet of fish. First, the fish will be salted. Put some sugar on the fillet and then cover the fillet with coarse grained salt and dill. Let it get salted in cold for 2 to 3 hours. When the salt is wiped from the fillet, take a sharp knife and cut fillet to thin slices. Karelian pies can be eaten so many ways. Today we have egg butter and salted white fish on it. But really, everything works. Smoked meat, mushroom salad and different vegetables. Bakings are ready. We have made approximately 50 Karelian pies, and well, we already ate some, but these are for buffet table, and it has some egg, butter and white fish, just with salt and dill on it, and it's very typical that we have in family celebrations these kind of pies in buffet table. And then we are going to drink some coffee with Hanna. Hanna is my teacher. She has been guiding me with this project.
Hello.
And then you should turn the camera and have a picture of you.
Hi guys!
Jade has been taking all the video pictures here and helping me a lot. And that's why I'm now going to offer some coffee and Karelian pies to Hanna and Jade. Hyvää ruokahalua means is it good appetite in English. And welcome to Finland to have some Karelian pies with me. Bye bye.